What's up guys, welcome back. It's your homegirl Yenny Boy and we're back with the pajamas. Today I'm going to show you my whole process of voice acting because people have been asking me, what do I do? How do I get clients? What do I do when I get clients? How do I talk to them? Do I do auditions? Blah blah blah. So I'm here to answer those questions. So I'm not going to be too hyperactive with my voice today because I'm conserving it, because I'm about to show you what exactly I do when I do my voice acting. And I hope to be able to show you everything from start to finish until the moment that I get paid. So without further ado, let's get on with it. I know, I can see it too. I'm pale as hell. Clients do not need to see your makeup. Lipstick will actually ruin how I pronounce words, so I'm just going to go ahead and avoid any type of makeup because it's just less hassle and I can just begin my work. Let's talk about clients. Where do I get my clients? I get it from the holy Fiverr. What do I do to get a client? There are two types of clients that I know of in Fiverr. One is they ask you for an audition, and the other one, they just go for it. You know, they trust that you're not a scammer, they buy your product, and then you give it back to them, and we're done. Phase. Now let's talk about the clients who ask you for auditions. Per se, I already have a lot of portfolio that is uploaded on my Fiverr account, so I don't really need to send them anything. But sometimes they want to first know if you're a good fit to the thing that they want voiceovers for or not. Well, I'll show you one client that I had that asked me for auditions. Not really per se, but let me just show it to you. So the first person that I'm going to show you is Linvina. So this is one thing that I would like you to really adapt to when you are giving services on Fiverr and anywhere else, you know, on anywhere else. Always give them a free sample. Doesn't have to be so big, doesn't have to have so much effort in it. Enough so they could understand whether or not you're good for their voiceover or their gig or whatever. So let's take Linvina for example. So she messaged me, I'm interested in using blah blah blah. Do you maybe have a sample of something casual, something like a story or dialogue? Now I don't actually have that kind of sample. So I want you to read the way I replied to Linvina. I said, "Good evening, thank you for your interest. I'm currently not in my recording." I was actually sleeping this time. But I will send you one as soon as I get back. And there is this thing on Fiverr where a lot of the competition you have on Fiverr does not really respond fast enough. And this is the edge that you could have. If someone asks you for your services and is wondering if they want to buy for you, quicker you respond, the better you have chances of getting the job. That's just work ethics in general. What can I say? Life is a competition. You better accept that, and the sooner you realize that, the faster you get jobs. I'd like to show you my response to Linvina. If you want a sample, you can send me 2 sentences in addition to the sample that I will send you, so you can have a feel of what it sounds like or have feedback if you decide you want to move forward. Now my response comes from my experience in customer service. A lot of times if you're buying something and you want to know, you kind of want to have like a sample taste test. So that's what I'm giving Linvina. Not only am I offering her a sample, I'm actually giving her the freedom of giving me feedback. Just in case you didn't like it, you could give me criticism for me to change it up a bit in a way that you would like it. And that is perfect customer service. Clients love that. The thing that I want to tell you about this specific client is that she's a new person to ever visit my profile. So the best outcome with my relationship with this specific client is that she orders from me. She will love the service from start communication until the end, the aftermath of creating revisions for her. She'll love it so much that after she pays for one service, she ends up ordering again and again and again, and that's how we start keeping clients. I already have clients on Fiverr that have ordered numerous times from me. They never go to anyone else anymore. So Linvina replied. She says, "Hello, thanks for coming back to me. Here's 2 sentences for a short story, blah, blah, blah. It's not obvious," but she says, it should be a teary, happy ending scene. And then basically we're looking for casual and somewhat emotional narration. Our target group is teenagers. So I read the whole sentence. If you actually read that, it kind of felt like a very dramatic scene. Now, I don't know the context of the whole story. I actually sent her 2 samples of the same sentence. Reason being is because I don't know which type of sample she likes, because I don't know the whole context of the story. I was thinking it might be A, the whole sentence is kind of like a cry sentence. B, it might be a happy type of cry. I don't know at all. So I sent her 2 types, and that she just loved that. She loved that I had the initiative of sending her 2 different voice files for her to see which one fits best with her story. And that just shows initiative to produce more than what you're being asked for. So she ended up ordering. There are only a few people that does this kind of customer service. The moment she ordered, I immediately said, "Thank you." So, just another tip, just always show your appreciation. Now, today I'm gonna show you how I record one of my regular clients. Okay, so I usually have my screen set up like this. One would be the script right in front of me. So it's actually facing me directly, and then on the other side, I can see my voice recording. And it's important, dog. It's very important for me to see my voice being recorded because I can take care of what's called peaks in voice recording. Peaks are something that it just booms in your ear all of a sudden. So as long as I get this like kind of, you see that's kind of a very big peak right there. But anyway, as long as I get this kind of average line over here, I'm happy. Okay, so what I would do is I would just generally skim the whole script first. I just want to know what the story is about and what type of intonation I'm supposed to bring. Is it kind of very formal? Is it casual? Is it kind of like a tea channel? I will link his YouTube channel on the description box if you're interested in looking at his content. Plus, you get to hear some of my voice there as well. Check out the description box below. Okay, so I don't do vocalization anymore. I found out that if I do a lot of vocalization before recording voice, I'll lose a lot of power by the end of my recording. So I don't do that anymore. I just do some mouth stretches like that. Some tongue stretches. Yeah, that is quite necessary, the tongue stretching. Okay. And I drink any type of warm beverage. So one thing that I do before starting is making sure that my microphone is facing my mouth like really directly. So that's kind of good. It is, for one, louder and has higher quality. And also the pop filter should be covering my mouth so it doesn't go into hard puzz and tuzz. Anyway, let's get started. Most people would say that actors have it easy. After all, they get to go into work and have their makeup done. They get a relatively large amount of money for just a few months of work. However, there are some downsides to the job that most people don't think about. Many actors have gotten hurt. Of course, this is a biggest risk. So sometimes I would see that the client has some kind of wrong grammar-ish, and it's not my place to fix that, but I would go on and fix that anyway, because I actually charge more for script proofreading. But if a client's a regular, this is another tip, you know. I give it out for free for regular clients so they keep coming back as well. And why not? It's only a few uhs and does because he is not a native speaker. So like this is a bigger risk when you're an actor who wants to. Okay. Wants to do all of your own stunts like conquers. Of course, this is a bigger risk when you're an actor who wants to do all of your own stunts like Tom Cruise.
1 hour later.
Okay, so we're done recording one script. Now I'm gonna show you how I edit. So of course I stop recording first. And my personal limit is around 6,000 words a day. This script, for example, is around 1,700 words, maybe? I don't exactly know. Yeah, look at that, 1,786 words. So that's usually the average that I read per script. And like, you know, like it's shown, it's $120. The software that I'm using is Audition by Adobe. The first thing that I would apply is adaptive noise reduction. And if you can see here, I turn on high quality mode. So not all people have the opportunity to use that because it's kind of difficult when your computer power is not good. Okay, so anyway, I would turn that on and then I would play a little bit of a clip just to find out if it sounds good. Most people would say that actors have it easy. After all, they get to go into work and have their makeup done. They get a relatively large amount of money for just a few months of... So yeah, that's how it sounds real time. What I'm gonna do is after I apply the noise reduction, I would save the clip first. Yeah, with all the imperfections in there and all, I would save it first. So I go there, I export it, and I always export it as a WAV file, always. So I'd randomly name it something like, I don't know, Actors 1, because I have a second clip. Fight at the end. While filming, Chan did all his stunts, which included the one where he jumps into a metal pole and slides down while many light bulbs explode around him. This stunt led to him cracking his 7th and 8th vertebrae, dislocating his pelvis, and burning his hand thanks to the lights. And burning his hands, vertebrae, dislocating his pelvis, and burning his hands thanks to the lights. And burning his hands thanks to the lights. Do that now. After applying adaptive noise reduction, I don't do anything else but just apply a de-esser. As you can see, I do nothing fancy for my voice clips. I just haven't gotten around to learning it deep enough yet. But once I do, I'm taking up courses on how to make better voice clips. I'll change this whole process and I'll show you again. But for now, this absolutely works. That I can be sure of. So now done. After I'm done rendering it, I just listen to it, just the first and last one, just to make sure that it's actually the right clip that I'm gonna be sending. So just a little bit of listening. Say that actors have it easy. After all, they get to go into work and have their makeup done. RuPaul wasn't a perfection in comments. And if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel. Yeah, I'm pretty done with that. Now I'm gonna show you how I pass it. Pass it like normal. So I'm gonna attach to the file and wait for it to upload and then send it. So that's typically it. And then, yeah, so once I pass one clip, I do some more sweet talk. So I'm like, Hey Vlad, I'm gonna say something like this. Hey Vlad, thanks for your order. Thanks for your huge order. Here is the first audio clip, audio file. Please let me know if you need some edits so I can work through it as I create the others. So, and then I send it. So he'll send me some feedback, or maybe he'll say he doesn't like it and I have to redo it. So I'm just gonna wait for some feedback, and once he says it's good, he marks the order. I would mark the order as done. And then I will receive something like this, where it says the client has rated your order, which kind of means somewhere along the lines of it's already complete and you're good to go. He has already released the payment and it will be cleared in your bank at about 2 weeks. Yeah, and that's pretty much it. That's the entire cycle. And once they actually another thing that I do as an additional customer service is after I get paid, I actually message them again. It says, thank you so much, blah, 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 for ordering, blah, 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 hope to work with you again. And I would ask them for honest feedback. Like, if you have some feedback that would help me grow, please let me know. Because you know, you shouldn't be afraid of criticism. You will know whether or not it's a genuine criticism or it's just plain mean. So always accept what other people are hearing, but it's up to you what action you do afterwards. Anyway, so that concludes the video, guys. That's how I talk to clients in the beginning, create the whole shebang, pass it, and then all the customer service in between. I hope you learned something from this video today. If you want to learn about other topics, I don't just do voice acting is not the only thing I do online. I also do regular office assistant work, and I'm also an HR, and I'm also an operations manager. So let me know in the comments below if there's anything more you want to learn. And as always, see you in the next video in my next pajamas. Bye. Sorry. So we're done with splitting the clips, like taking out the unnecessary noise.